The Minecraft highway you're looking at right now has been used by travelers for almost 10 years. On the oldest Anarchy server in Minecraft, out of all 4 of the overworld highways, the Eastern Road is the most traveled. Due to its popularity, it has seen a level of destruction that the other highways haven't. The road is littered with ghost towns, destroyed settlements, massive lava casts, and other strange oddities. But how far does the road actually go? The Western Highway, which is the least traveled, stops at around 80,000 blocks overworld. I'm guessing this one goes a lot farther. So it's time for us to find out. Today we'll be traveling the entire Eastern Highway to take in the sights, uncover its secrets, and see where it actually ends. What will we find at the end of the road? Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's do it. Here we are at the very beginning of the Eastern Highway. We're at spawn right next to the massive water cube. Now, the reason this highway is the most traveled is that historically, new players would use it to walk to the Valley of Wheat, which usually gave them enough food to survive the rest of their journey. When the valley was eventually griefed in 2016, the destruction continued along the Eastern Highway. Almost no settlements survived. So it's time for us to find out how far it actually goes, and if there's any settlements still standing. But we're taking this trip alone. Let's get a move on. Look at these vines going all the way down to bedrock. Just another site of 2b2t's spawn. I legitimately have no idea how long the road actually is. I'm assuming it goes to at least 100,000 blocks. But after that, I don't know. Oh, check that out. There's a horse down there. Oh, it's a skeleton horse too. That's really useful. Skeleton horses are highly valued on 2b2t because withers will not actually attack them due to their undead status. So let's go get this bad boy. I'm on an alt account right now, so I don't actually have any saddles, but that's alright because on 2b2t, no saddle, no problem. The entity control hack allows me to use the horse anyway. The only downside is that it makes the horse's movement kind of strange, but I can tolerate it for now, at least until we get far out from spawn, then we can go find a saddle. We've made it a few thousand blocks away, the horse is in one piece, so now the real journey begins, and thanks to entity speed, it'll go a little bit quicker than I originally anticipated. Whoa. Alright, crystal trap. These are common on the highways for people that accidentally leave their crystal aura on. We need to be careful. This highway checkpoint has definitely seen better days. It's covered in lava cast, but this is just a taste of the destruction we're going to see all along this highway. Let's keep moving. And would you take a look at this? This is the 10K milestone on the highway. Oh man, we gotta get a better look at this thing. If I'm remembering correctly, I believe this was built by a group called the Templars a few years ago, and it's still in great shape. Obsidian really can stand the test of time if done properly. Wow, this place is amazing. Now we've hit 10,000 blocks, our next major milestone on the highway here is going to be at 13,000 blocks, which is the Valley of Wheat. Well, at least what's left of it anyway. And there she is, looking as lava casted as ever. Man, it seems like every time I come here, the lava cast gets bigger and bigger. But man, as we move along this terrain here, I'm noticing the horse is having trouble going up and down slopes, and it's kind of jerking around a little bit. So, after we're done with the Valley of Wheat here, we definitely need to go get a saddle. But oh my god, look how massive it is. Whoa, check this out. Wait, there's actual wheat at the Valley of Wheat right now? Are you serious? The fact that someone's trying to recreate the valley using obsidian instead of sandstone, it's quite impressive and very noble, but foolish, I might add. But hey, on an anarchy server, I'm sure they understand that if they build this, it's likely going to get griefed again. Take a look up there. Airships. There's a whole bunch of them up there. It looks like they were trying to put together a squadron for bombing the lava casts, but recently, the server's admin, Housemaster, patched TNT duplication, so they likely weren't able to finish the bombings in time. Wow, but they're up there ready to move. Whoever put these signs up has no idea this is actually the valley. They think it's just a massive lava cast. I guess it shows why documenting the server's history is so important, because without it, many of these builds and structures would be lost to time. Just a couple of gravestones, that's not a bad sign or anything, right? I think we'll be okay. Oh wait, it says you. Hopefully that's not us that ends up in that grave, but I think we'll be alright. But why do I get the feeling that the highway is just gonna get weirder and weirder from here? I just have a feeling, you know? But, my horse. It's having trouble getting up these steps. I think it's time for me to go find a saddle real quick. I had to travel about 5,000 blocks off the highway to find this dungeon, but now we're in business. There we go, with the saddle, with entity speed hacks and entity Jesus hacks. It's controlling like a dream right now. The rest of the journey is going to be so much more pleasant. I'm sure this used to be a base at one point, but by now I think you've realized it's a bad idea to build on the Axis Highway. I mean, everything we've seen so far has been griefed. I have yet to see a settlement that is actually still standing. That goes to show you just how frequently griefers are patrolling this road. I'm sorry, there's a massive unlit portal here. I had to stop just to light it. I've got to do this. I mean, there's a lot of people that have been here. I'm sure it was lit at one point. So, let's do the honors again. Oh, big portal. The 20,000 block milestone with a stained glass tower and Swiss cheese obsidian. I can't believe how much we've already seen, and we're only 20k out. That's wild. Another ghost town. You know, every time I see one like this, I always wonder who were the residents. Where are they now in life? Like, do they even play Minecraft anymore? I always have these thoughts when I'm exploring on 2B. Oh, we've got some chests up here. Oh, look at this. It's an actual settlement, the Slushy Shack. That's an interesting name. But hey, this is the first intact settlement we've seen. And look at all the travelers that have come through here, all the signs. This is great. I mean, there's no items left, but hey, what can you do? Wow, I'm just glad we found something that's intact so far. Now, we should probably leave an item since it says take an item and there's nothing left. We'll give them some iron ingots, probably some zombie flesh, just as a little bit of food. Do I want to give a totem? Nah, they should be fine without it. Yeah, nah, I changed my mind. Let's give them a totem. You know what? Let's share the wealth, right? Let's give them one. So good luck to whoever finds that, but wow, this is pretty awesome. I've been noticing all the signs are dated 2020, which means someone went up and down the highways destroying all the previous signs. But hey, even with a lack of signs, new ones seem to pop up instantly. You know, that's human nature, I guess, is just to mark that you've been here. I have no idea what this could have been at one point, but I mean, that's kind of the fun part of these journeys, is as we pass these griefs, we can try and figure out what they used to be at one point. I mean, was this a fortress, a farm? Who knows? There's a pathway leading over here. Oh, crafting tape. Oh, you know what? Look! It's the Valley of Crafting Tables. For those of you that remember, a few months ago, I covered that there was a crafting table cult on 2b2t, and this is the valley that they built, but it has gotten significantly destroyed since then. Holy cow. I completely forgot this was on the Eastern Highway. Well, hey, I guess that once again shows you that everything on this highway gets griefed. I hope you're enjoying the journey so far. We've been seeing some cool stuff, but if you are, have you considered subscribing to the channel? Most of my viewers aren't actually subbed, but hey, no pressure. We have a long ways to go yet. Now that is a big log. I mean, it used to be a log, but now it's burnt down. I don't know if that was lightning or arson, but hey, what's the difference, right? There's a temple up here which looks like it's been griefed a little bit, but it's mostly intact still. Pretty much every monument on this highway has a different building style, so it's pretty cool. Don't mind me, I'm just clearing out the highway from this evil dead here, but fighting on horseback with entity speed's a bit wonky sometimes. Look at this. There we go. The farm here's been pillaged, but the bridge is still intact, so they must appreciate art but not appreciate food. Look, another gravestone. You know, I always get a kick out of little gags like this all along the highway. It's pretty funny. I mean, who knows if someone actually died here or not, but it's fun to speculate. I'm sure this one's just a joke, though. But then again, you never know. We are rapidly approaching the 50k milestone on the highway. We're about 5,000 blocks away, but it's crazy to me just how much has been under 50k so far, and we have no idea how far the road is actually going to go. I mean, if this is the most traveled highway, we could be going well over 100,000 blocks, maybe even 200. We're about 500 blocks away from the milestone, and in true milestone fashion, the roads around it are significantly destroyed. I mean, this is just a dirt path with cobblestone. And there it is, the 50K milestone, or I should say the ruins of the 50K milestone. But man, let's take a look in free cam. This highway is so griefed that it feels like we haven't even truly left spawn yet. Like every couple of hundred blocks there's some big lava cast or some ruins. Like it's actually crazy. It's like we can never escape. But I need to see how far this road goes. The highway just took us under a mountain, so I'm curious what's going to be on the top of this thing once we get out. Looks like another ghost town. While the town is griefed, it's not as severely griefed as some of the things we've already seen on the highway, which is a good sign. Looks like there's a cabin up there. Oh no. No. Don't drown. No. Let's get him out. Come on. No, do not drown. That was too close. Are you alright there? Oof. Took a lot of damage there. Yikes. Only 2.5 hearts left, basically. You know, we should probably take it easy for now and let the horse rest until it recovers a little bit. Another settlement out here that's not entirely griefed. It's recognizable, actually, so we are getting out far enough where these things are still intact. And wait, what's this up here? Oh, I bet you this is a mob farm, an XP grinder. Let me look underground. I guarantee you. Yep, sure enough, but the spawner's already gone. Oh, and there's even like an underground base right next to it. Man, yeah, everything's intact. 69K. Nice. Well, hold up. A cat? Corvobus. Hey, you left your cat here. What kind of person leaves their pet cat on the highway? That is animal abuse. You know, I'm going to post on my twitter.com, PETA, get on this case immediately. Corvobus, are you even online right now? No. Wow, but why would you leave the cat here, man? Are you kidding me? Another cat? It's like I have to avoid it just so I don't knock it into the water on accident. Corvobus, you need to get locked up. This is the third cat. This is absurd. I've played on this server for 7 years, but these cats being abandoned is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Well, take a look at that. There's like a cobblestone mansion up there. Let's take a closer look. Here's the entrance. It says High Ground Keep, established February of 2015. Well, and I mean, I guess it checks out because these are all really old looking blocks. I believe it. Wow, and there's even a melon farm still in here. So it's crazy. So there is something on the highway that has still survived. There's even this house nearby it, but it's been griefed quite a bit. I'm going to try to verify to see if this mansion here is actually from 2015, because if it is, that's remarkable that it survived this close to the highway. Chunk borders like this one are becoming more common as we get closer to the 100K milestone. We're only a few thousand blocks away. That looks like it right up there. Oh, that is a big lava cast. Let's see if we can get a better look from the inside. Yup, can confirm. It is a very big lava cast, but for real, it seems like griefers love targeting these milestones. I mean, they're public places, easy to access. I guess it makes sense, but hey, you hate to see it. From here on out, we are headed into unknown territory. The highway has not actually been mapped this far out, so there's no telling how far it's going to go from here, but hey, that's why we made this journey, to find out. Ah yes, here's a 2b2t oddity. A lot of the Guardian temples on 2B have all elders and no other guardians. You know, it just goes to show you how 2b2t's world file has become so corrupted over the years. I got mining fatigue, great. Well, I'm not planning to break any blocks soon, so we should be alright. That Wither is not a fan of those squids, look at that. Well, don't mind us, we were just leaving. The 120,000 milestone right here. There's some massive cobble towers, and there's even some crops down there. But as to be expected, it's griefed. Check that out. It's a chunk error right next to the highway. And it's just one chunk and that's it. It's pretty crazy. We have reached 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's a base in the water down there, so we're going to go investigate. And another chunk error over there. The terrain out here is absolutely wild. The fact that they're using jack-o'-lanterns as their light sources for this entrance tells me this base must be pretty old. Alright, here we go. What are we going to find down here? Alright, let's see. There's a bunch of stone slabs on the ground here. Oh, here's some signs. 2017. So people were here as early as 2017, but how old is the actual base? I don't know. Let's see. There's... Oh, Here's the main section of it. Wow, there's still melons down here, but it looks like some of the blocks have been griefed, so it's not entirely intact. And a lot of 2020 signs still, so it's had visitors recently. But man, what a piece of history to find on the highway all the way out here. That was a pretty cool sight to see. I'm glad we stopped, but now that my horse has reappeared, let's continue. Looks like there's a lost dog up here. It's owned by the Sphinx. We can see the mob owner's name due to our client, but what is it with people leaving pets on this highway? They probably realize how tough it is to keep a pet alive on a server like this, you know? More signs. Wait, the Sphinx? That's the guy that left the dog back there. He's working on the highway? That would explain why it's been going so far, but he's not online right now. I wish I could speak to him. We just reached 152,000 blocks away from 0-0, and even out here, the destruction continues. Man, to keep the highway going this far, that's dedication. More signs yet again. Let's check them out. Oh, okay, so I see the Sphinx, and I see a player named Quack. It seems these two players specifically have been expanding the highway as we're going along, because I keep seeing their signs. So they're the reason why we haven't reached the end of our journey yet. The 160k milestone is griefed with a giant lava cast, just like all the other big milestones. You know, I'm starting to sense a pattern here. Another sign from Quack. It looks like he was here only a month ago. So the fact that they were working on this part of the highway a month ago means we must be getting close to the end. How far could they have gone in just 30 days? Oh, would you look at that? We've got some company. Skeleton horsemen. Well, there's only one thing for us to do. A little skeleton horse versus skeleton horse action. Yeah, you may have auto-firing bows, but I've got speed hacks and kill aura, so I think we know who's gonna win this one. Clown down. Well, I guess that's 4 skeleton horses that are just chilling out here on the highway, so if any of you want them, they're at 170k on the X highway. Yeah, come on, make the trip. You know, that's a short distance, right? Here's the actual milestone, and there's a more recent sign by the Sphinx, so we must be getting close. There's a sign here. Going to bed. Wait, 5k in one sitting? So this person was working on the highway. I don't see anything else beyond this point. Is this the actual end of the highway? Look, I don't see anything. I better scout ahead just to be sure this is actually the end. Would you look at that? We have actually reached the end of the journey. We have reached the end of the highway. There's no path left. No dirt paths, no shoveling, no anything. It's done. It's finally done. 185,000 blocks it's gone. That is a long road, especially in survival mode. That is, well, I guess it makes sense. I mean, the server's about to turn 10 years old. That's a lot of time to be making a road like this. 185,000 blocks. And the crazy part is, it's probably going to get longer from here. Only time will tell. But I need a break. I've been playing for hours now, and I think my horse needs a break too. If you enjoyed the video today, make sure to leave a like and hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure to follow me on my socials. But that's it for today, everyone. Take it easy, and make sure to stay alive out there, Fit Fam.